Somebody's going to see a large swath all the way across the area of over 10 inches of rainfall. If you are in a mobile home anywhere on the West Bank in this area, we want you to evacuate that to a safe place. Absolutely insane shot that's starting to bubble up and wrap around what is that center. That can indicate that we're seeing a little bit of strengthening, but this right here is concerning. If I hold my hands there, you can see that the pink is really growing larger prior to landfall, and that's why the weakening is not necessarily a good thing. 28 days above normal in a row. We're going to see that too. As the snow comes in, we're going to see the temperatures starting to fall. I want to show you water vapor though, because what's really driving the system is in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We have to watch closer to home. In the Gulf, in the Caribbean, that's where we're going to see these storms coming from. We found New Orleans ski slope, and the lifts are open. Enjoy the start of carnival season.
Now let's get over to meteorologist Gard, who is not tracking the tropics, but definitely tracking some storms across the viewing area this morning.
Yeah, Kelsey, we're giving you the first alert because we're going to see those storm chances ramping up today and lasting all the way through the end of the week. Now, tropical downpours could bring rain totals from 4 to 6 inches across the area, with isolated higher amounts than that. So that certainly is cause for street flooding concern across our area. We have a flash flood watch in effect for the entire area except for our far northern tier. So a lot of this is going to be coastal. This is in effect until Friday night, and we've already started to see a couple of showers. Now, none of this is really heavy rainfall right now, but I'm starting to see an increase in these showers down to the south and over here to the east. Eventually, I think later today, we'll see that moisture surging into the area. It's just now starting to return this morning. So a couple of little showers heading towards Slidell and the Twin Spans right now. You might get some raindrops on the windshield. Same with Homa. You do have a downpour coming toward you, but that's about all that we're seeing inland right now. But the low that's causing this, it's a broad low, is all the way down here near Texas still. So the closer it gets to us, because it's going to be lifted north throughout the course of today and tomorrow, it's going to cause more rain. So right now we're just kind of on the outskirts of this disturbed weather, and we're starting to see the surge in tropical moisture returning. So you will see a couple of downpours today. Tomorrow, it's a lot closer. You can see the low is climbing up the Texas coastline towards southwestern Louisiana, and they're seeing really heavy rain and storm activity. We're going to start to see those coastal showers and storms blowing up Thursday morning. Thursday looks like the heaviest rainfall for the entire area, but then even into Friday, this modeling is trying to close off the low over the Gulf, which is something we have to watch for. We talk about that homegrown tropical threat. The Gulf is warm. We're into peak hurricane season. We need to watch each of these systems. So heavy rain Friday morning, and then you continue to see it spin offshore, but we have a cold front coming down that ultimately throughout the day, Saturday, is going to start to push this out. But we have to watch how this develops. If we do see that low form, it's going to be mainly coastal, and that's what the modeling is seeing here. But where I see these swaths of white colors, that's over 5 inches of rain. I'm definitely concerned about that flooding threat. Into the weekend, we'll see some much drier air by Sunday and Monday, which will lead to cooler mornings, and the rain will clear out. So we just got to make it through the rest of this week. In the tropics, we have 2 waves out in the Atlantic. Those 2 both low chance of development, but the one we've been tracking in the Caribbean now also has a low chance of development. It was a medium as it heads into the southwestern Gulf, but the models have been losing this a little bit. What I do see, though, is the moisture pooling down here in the southwestern Gulf, which is something to watch in the long term through next week, because as we lose that low over the East Coast, we could see it try to pull northward and come together in the warm Gulf. So the next name will be Francine. That's something to watch for the future. It's very cloudy out there today. You're going to notice the difference. We lost that sunshine. Temperature's a little bit warmer, and it's very muggy. And we're not going to get much warmer today with all of those clouds. We'll stay in the mid-80s, and that's going to be the case throughout the rest of this week. Those cooler temperatures with the rain. Watching specifically Thursday, Friday, guys, but starting today, we'll have those tropical downpours to deal with.